That was supposed to be an introduction with the EJ25. Like that. That was the first frame, but it wasn't now. These are known for camshaft bolts that don't come out. And previously, I've just across the WRX stuff seen people buggering it all up. And I was about to give up, okay? But by being patient and with the 26mm holding it there. Now, this is known. It's not something revolutionary to hold the cam. But again, like previous sort of jobs I've discussed, it's about being specific. As in, it's the right tool. It looks like it all fits. But just firstly, if you go by hand with the long bar that I used in the previous video for that, which is this one, you don't get the impact of a gun and you end up just in all sorts of trouble. There's certain levels where bolts just won't come off by hand, and the torque you're using with one hand or the other person to hold that, it just goes wrong. As you can see, we're resting on the ABS there, but it's only just, right? It's actually touching the body, so that's very important regarding other things in the way. But this has just been released moments before I started the video. Give me 1 second. There's the glare gone. And yeah, like these three I've released by holding the cams prior to releasing the timing belt. But this one was beginning to make me want to nearly skip on the timing belt. Even though the timing belt's coming off and getting thrown away, it's irrelevant. The torque required was unnecessary, and I was 100% correct in leaving it till now. So I just left it, and like I've said previously, just leave it and go back to it. So number one's the ethics of it. Working by hand, persevering. You know, you're feeling a bolt actually twist before it opens. Like you're feeling, you know, your tools twisting or whatever it may be. Now, what the point of it is that you stop and you think, right? If you're going to go screwing things in and levering and you're going to slip, you're going to injure yourself, and you're going to take things out in the process. Now, when you're doing something like this, as you can see, there goes that. That's touching the cylinder head, right? So this is what I'm talking about being specific. Okay, if you're going to go back by accident or turn it the other way or whatever, you're going to end up possibly cracking the cylinder head. And if you're going to do that, what my point of this video is just don't do it. You know what I mean? Just don't do it. So I persevered here. I came and went. It's absolutely the worst time in my life for that bolt not to open, but it's open now, only with the air gun. Not only that, my compressor, I've increased the pressure very slightly the other day for other purposes, but it wouldn't open that bolt till the compressor had restarted and gone up to its maximum preset pressure. So this required not a bullshit fucking super cheap compressor. What I'm saying is here, this is where it goes wrong. I had a lot of trouble opening this bolt. I'm talking about, man, it was so tight. And for those others to not be tight, someone's been here previously. Factories don't have the span to over tighten a bolt like that. There's systems in place in the factory. So this is obviously done by the job previous. I have to change the camshaft seals, and obviously the water pump has to come out and stuff like that. So that's what's going on here. And yeah, that's just a quick video about getting in trouble. Obviously, as well, without saying, the radiators come out to allow for that. And what you can see is it's the genuine radiator from 1996.
417 beef and boat.
Hey, mate. What's that?
For you.
Oh,
That's
you're
the
delivering
ritual.
for Marie, yeah.
Yeah, Marie. Got to help you out, mate.
Love Marie.
Hello, buddy. Hello, baby.
Thanks, buddy.
All right.
See you later.
Yeah. Oh, he's been sick on the floor. Look.
Yeah.
What's he been eating?
Oh, it's the G's I pull in my car. He threw up this morning. The dog's been sick. Baby, you've thrown up again. What's wrong? Far out, man. Hey? So, this is it. I normally have all this stuff in order out there, but this is in its own order, okay? So this is the top and this is the bottom on the right. As you can see, the guard's out there. On the other side, the chain guard is in there and it's reversed. On the other side, the top one has the guide here. Okay, just from an engineering perspective, very interesting and necessary, isn't it? So over here we've got the belt guard down there, over there it's on top. But, you know, I've done these dozens of times before and I know the order of where these go, okay? But you want to obviously be very careful, you know, and common sense again. I don't think you'd be able to switch those two idlers easily. From memory, one of them won't fit. So things are designed on these cars, you know, to minimize error. But where the error goes, it's not the first time on Subaru I've had stuff over tightened. I mean, fuck, this was so tight. I've had to make a video about it. Had it just opened, I never would have made the video. But it has been a problem before. On the other EJ20s even, you'd get something like that. Just fucked. Anyway, far out. Eating and throwing up. Anyway, hope it helps. And let's do it. Let's do it live. Does it work? Okay, there's the location. Dow. Anyway. There's one thing about Subarus, there's a lot of bolts in them. Anyway, hope that helps. And obviously, you know, when you put it in, you want to locate everything properly. As I said, this car's going to get the oil seals done. And we never like doing it. This is not, I mean, the one mechanic that would get pleasure out of, you know, I mean, we get pleasure out of it, but it's just too time consuming, you know, when you can do services and stuff. This isn't a challenge in a way. It can be a challenge, but after 25 years of it, it's not really the challenge you want. I'd rather a good check engine light any day. Anyway, yeah, I'll definitely make another video on the rocker covers. I've done one previously on an Outback, but, you know, over here, this rocker cover's going to need to be jacked up. The engine has to be slightly lifted and moved for that one to come out. And that's it. Anyway, I hope that helps.